Next in line, I would say it's the reconstruction of the cranials. So patient-specific peak implants. Current solution is we get these implants actually milled from external companies, but we have been working on 3D printing of peak cranial implants for in-house hospital production. So a typical scenario you could see, it was a trauma case. The patient had a trauma, but after a certain time, the bone was resolved. And the next solution is basically to remove that deformed bone and resolved bone and reconstruct it with a patient-specific implant. So here we have established a compliant production workflow within the hospital. So we have a printer which is located directly into the operating theater. And this workflow we have validated or devised according to the MDR regulations within the EU. And in the next slide, you could clearly see like how a whole production system would work inside the hospital. 3 pillars that I would say for this medical device regulations is QMS, which is something you need to have for any medical device. Then you need to integrate a production process into this workflow. And the last is the global, the general safety and performance requirements for these kind of medical devices. So this is more like a patient that came to us with a stroke and was complaining of headaches and blurred vision. So the treatment plan was to devise a patient-specific cranial implant. So here we start with our imaging and design workflows in-house. And once we know, depending upon what kind of profile or the cranial implant that the patient would need, we start with the production workflow. So this is the best part of my video. I hope the actual implant could also be printed in such a short time, but compared to external companies, we fabricated within 4 to 5 hours. And next, on the similar day, it could go directly into our sterilization unit, and the next day it's into the operating theater. And you could clearly see with patient-specific implants, it's a no-brainer surgery. The implant would fit as it was designed. So what started in lab, it's actually in life now.